said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on another SEC rival, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Razorbacks will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Alabama's offense comes onto the field first today. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to...
Turning it on! Past the 50. Inside the 30. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide!
That is how you make a quarterback look good. Throw it short, run it a long way. He gets all the yardage for that play. Start the football game, finding your playmaker, and your playmaker does the rest, takes it to the house, and gets this offense started out on fire.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Arkansas's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. They'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. Spits it out to the back. That's caught, it's Marshall. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Guys, when you think about Arkansas, when you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. That's caught. It's Clapp. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Edwards. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays in there.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Mack. Finds a man on the left. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen.
Touchdown, Alabama! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Edwards. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. And the Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Marshall. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. First play of the period, 1st down here. On the option. Now the pitch. It's a fumble. He picks it up, still on his feet. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a... Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Back to pass, it's Sorsby. He's got him. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. The Razorbacks are on the move. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. He's now up to 58 yards rushing, and he is a virtual lock to have a 1,200-yard season. They'll try the run. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas! The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Back to throw, it's Mack. He lets it fly. Hits him inside the 20, still going. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Looking for a crease to the left. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Firing to the right, complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
He'll keep it on the sneak. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, 1st and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
Trying to find the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Tide!
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Pulls it, fired, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Sorsby. Right on the money. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and still on his feet. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. There he goes. The tag. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Mack. Gets it out quickly. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Tide with the 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Hit as he throws. Pulls it in. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. From the gun. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Fit it in the window for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll try the left side. good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Scanning the field, it's Sorsby. Pulls it in, it's Platt. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking downfield very late in the half. Deep shot for the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. You know what? Check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, though.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wide receiver comes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Snagged in the middle. It's Johns. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
2nd down after the offense recovered its own fumble. To throw, it's Sorsby. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Got some room headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Razorbacks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Try to barge their way in. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Get a hat trick of touchdowns as a Razorback running back, and they start bringing up names like Alex Collins and Madre Hill and Darren McFadden.
How unbelievable is that? Just to be mentioned with those kind of names, that shows you what kind of day this young man's having. Running the football with authority. Arkansas fans, I can promise you, are proud of this young man.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes that Alabama offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Off the bootleg and rolling out. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And nobody responsible for picking up the free safety because, David, frankly, I don't believe they thought he was coming.
No, and whose responsibility is that? The quarterback. If I see the free safety blitzing, I'm throwing the ball deep to somebody to make a play because he can't cover deep anymore, so put that in your back pocket. They want to bring that safety blitz. I'm going to make them pay, and I'm going to throw the ball deep.
Alabama quickly back to the line. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
He stopped at the 41, but gave him 10 on that play. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
You know, as a quarterback, when you make good decisions like that, your coordinator and play caller are going to keep dialing up these RPO-type plays, right? Nobody open. You're not forcing the football into traffic. You're not freaking out and throwing it away or running out of bounds. Just go get what you can get. It's a positive play for the offense.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first...
And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. Period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to pass, it's Mack. Using the quick game. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Unloads to the right, and it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man.
He gets a hand on it, it's blocked. And he's running free down the middle. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Arkansas. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. Lining up to add another. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UTSA is down right now inside the Alamo Dome, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in San Antonio. They're trailing by 10.
Reach into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic with his feet.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Grab near the marker. It's Smith. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
Dropping back, it's Mack. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Going to swing it on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. They're so quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Fletcher. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Mack. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now through the play caller, and certainly through the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. Looking down the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Great place to start for this offense. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we could put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Here's the pressure. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pressure gets to him again, another sack. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass.
Illegal touchdown.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Mack. Oh, they're after him. Complete on the comeback. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Alabama pushing the tempo.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking to fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man downfield. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? To the air on first down. Unleashes to the end zone. Looking for the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll run it. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here.